Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. iCup TV will be your epic and awesome caster Fitz here. And the map will be Fighting Spirit, and you guys are tuning into D-Rank's individual tournament round of 32 Group G between Dewiski, who's spawning in the top right, as our pink Protoss. Let's just double check that. Yeah, it will be Dewiski spawning in the top right. Spawning in the top left, it will be the blood red Protoss BNGO. And this is going to be pretty interesting. Now, before I just talk about any of these players, just quickly go over the map here. Your main on Fighting Spirit is pretty big, so nothing really out of the ordinary. There's no back doors or anything, so you don't really have to worry about that. This map is there's a lot of games on it. This is the most played Brood War map ever, pretty much. You have a standard ramp, and that goes down to your natural, pretty easy to secure, nothing out of the ordinary. You see a lot of force fast expands. You see a lot of fast expands on this map just because it's easy to secure. And the rush distance between players is very, very long. Now, to the early game, to the early mid game, you see people getting their armies out, so they'll put them over here. Just be able to put this off. And the reason for that is that there's this little pathway going up to the third here, which, you know, there's a ramp over here. But the thing is, you go take this base over here, and then you just wall this area off, secure this area. So you pretty much guaranteed 3 bases at least off this, as long as you don't get it completely wrecked in the early game. You have a center map location which has never been taken before, which I want to see this being taken at one point in my life, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, as I've watched countless games on Fighting Spirit before, and that has never happened. And that's pretty much Fighting Spirit as it is. Now, for players right now, this is Dewiski. Dewiski's averaging 221. Now, I was looking back, and I've casted one game with him between, he was part of Team All Kill Kings back in D-Rank's D-Rank Team League Season 20, and what are we seeing? We're seeing regular open. We're seeing Goon. We're gonna be seeing Goon coming out of Dewiski here, and we're gonna be seeing both gas. We're gonna be seeing range, probably range Dragoons. Maybe an expand coming out of both players here. So, and Dewiski was in, I think, either random race picks or has recently changed their race, because Dewiski was Terran in a TV Z, which I had a lot of fun with, but yeah, I don't know if they know what recently happened with that, but that has been the case, so just keeping that in mind. And otherwise, I don't really know much about these players. Dewiski's going to be averaging 221, and BNGO is going to be averaging 175, so you're seeing it around the same amount. I mean, Dewiski will have the advantage with the APM this game, but will that matter? It depends. It depends if that's spamming or not, but I'm just putting that out there as a little statistic, as I don't really have much else to go on, and not really saying I don't really know much about either player, so we're just gonna have to see how this is gonna play out right here. I was gonna say Dewiski's bio play is very, very good, but we're not gonna be seeing Terran right here, and just being a little annoying with that probe right there, it's actually being. How much damage is he doing with that? I think he's not even taking the same probe. I think he's just being annoying right here. And we'll be sending that to the left. Oh, no, it looks like, I was going to say he's going to probably try to hide it, but ooh, that's sneaky. Looks like he's going range, but he's actually going air upgrade versus the range. And this is actually cheaper to go do. So that's actually interesting why he's going that. So it looks like he might be trying to fake out, Dewiski's going to be trying to faking out BNGO here. So will that be successful? We'll have to see, though. Or he's truly indeed going air upgrades. But, oh, no, and has canceled that. Has denied the probe outside the base, excuse me. And nice utilizing that. And we're going to be seeing Robo. And up to gate. And this is going to look very interesting. The only thing with this juke move, want to be careful, though, but it looks, because BNGO is going to be going for an aggression style here. They're getting range, and they're getting down 2 gateways full of Dragoons here. So we'll have to see how this is going to play out here. We're going to... Interesting enough, though, he's still getting his own second gateway, but he won't have range. So, but that really shouldn't matter too much, because they're going to have to get vision over here anyway on the ramp. So as long as Dewiski's on the high ground, he can get away with not getting range, but we'll see. And we'll be putting down a pylon at the third just to know when that third is going down. So sending 100 minerals there, here and there. And depending on how you look at it, might be worth it or not. But to me, I always like to get tabs on my opponent, so I think this is good for me. But then again, I'm E-rank, so I really wouldn't have much analysis over that. But occasionally you see players do this. Most of the time you see just like a probe or a ling or some disposable unit over there just to know when that's coming down. Because, I mean, by the time they're getting their army over here, that's only going to delay their expand by, I think, maybe 10 seconds at most. So, I mean, I guess maybe not be the most cost-effective, but that's really going to depend on what your style is. Do you want to send over units there that will die? Maybe showing your upgrades advantage. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you could do or not, but we're going to see Robo coming out of BNGO here, but will that be in time, though? And we're going to see Robo support bay getting shuttle speed, and is that going to be a second? No, and that Reaver will start popping fairly shortly with that shuttle speed, probably finishing just in time right here. And I don't believe Dewiski is going to have any idea this is coming right here. And, I mean, similar builds here, but he never got range. And Dewiski is going to be able to get this take up that much quicker here. In a scenario where that push is going to be coming out right, probably one of the aggressions coming out of BNGO with this push here, that's going to look very bad when his own mineral lines did. However, keep in mind that means that Reaver's going to be here to help defend this ramp area, and there's only 3 Dragoons and a Zealot here. And he's going to be continuing to prove stuff for 2 gateways here. He's ahead, and he's not even going Reaver. He's going Observer check, but by the time, will that Observer be out in time? I don't think so, because here comes the shuttle. Shuttle speed's about 2/3 of the way done here, so not going to quite finish by the time, but nice pylon positioning right there. And also, at the same time, it has taken that expansion to the natural, so it looks like it's going to be one double expand here. And that's something that is exactly what it's not going to want to have happen here, because that means that shuttle's going to have free reign over the main base. There's no going to be no cannons or anything here. Oh, but he's going to show the shuttle, though! I don't agree with that at all right here, and I don't know why Dewiski wanted to push out here. They're very, very... I'm trying to make sure I'm getting the names right here. And I think he may have revealed that shuttle here, and all the probes are going to be transferring out here. Will that be able to connect, though? 2 kills have gone down so far. Oh! Ooh, I think that's another 4 kills here. I'll keep eyes on that Reaver right here. Ooh, got picked up though, so sadly I can't actually go a few tabs out. Here comes the counter push here, but actually somehow Dewiski has enough units probably to be able to survive here. 4 Dragoons stockpiled up there. Probably could get off a 3rd gateway if he wanted to at this point in time, as he does have very good saturation on the main here. Maybe a little too much according to Brood War, but shuttle is taking a couple hits right here. Has started to take some hull damage, but those shields should start regenerating here. And here's going to see the high ground advantage. And in a scenario like this is why you're able to get away with these kind of one-base play builds on Fighting Spirit, is that you don't necessarily need a bigger army to defend here. Necessarily. And now, I don't even know how much damage this Reaver's done. If this ever gets brought back, but 2 HP. 2 effing HP on that thing. Jesus Christ. But shuttle speed has completed. And I'll be interested in how many kills that has gone right here. And these 11 Dragoons or so have gone retreated back to the natural here. Has yet to take his 3rd. But, you know, the longer BNGO is going to be off of those 2 bases, is going to put him in a much better scenario here. But then again, I don't know how much economic damage he has taken. But let's see here. Has dropped off the... Nope. Okay, I'm going to make sure I know how many kills that guy has. Because that's going to be like, I don't know, this might have been complete game-changing, I just don't know it. But looks like we'll be putting down a 4th gateway off of 1 base, so it looks like he's going to try to just hammer his way through this. And let's see here. Come on. Come on, I want to know. I want to know how many kills you have. 14 kills, Jesus Christ. And that's going to go off to 18, probably. 19, actually, so that's done significant damage, but the shuttle gets taken down though at the same time, and a nice little victory for that. But 5 times 19. I have my iPhone right in front of me here. Let's go do this right here. Let's go to app, calculator, and 19. I really don't feel like doing basic math right here. 5 times. So 900, like nearly 1,000 minerals for that 400, 200 gas composition right there. So completely being fine, and now he has a defensive Reaver, which is just going to be in the back, shelling out damage. Had 5 Reavers already. And getting a shuttle out. So maybe going to try to do more economic damage here. And taking his own expand here, which is what he's going to need to do here. Dewiski needs to somehow stay in this game. He's done economic damage. You know, nothing has done severe economic damage. But keep in mind that BNGO has been off of 2 bases this entire time. So it's going to be double the production of probes. So in a way, it's somewhat equaled out. But, you know, Dewiski needs to, you know, capitalize on the fact that he's done this damage here. And at the same time, he's gone through in total war mode here and has done, he's produced, you know, non-stop units here. That's what you need to do in a mirror matchup. I don't know why he has the Reaver in the front of the pack here. That's going to get target fire down, but those Scarabs are just really proven to be very effective. You know, just killing off those shields here, doing that extra splash damage. And now DC's gaining momentum now to the west side of the map, which is going to be towards the main of BNGO here. And things are starting to look very, very grim for BNGO here. DC's looking very, very unstoppable right now. Both players have 0 upgrades, but there's just too many Dragoons and a Reaver here coming out of Dewiski here. And this is exactly how PvP should be played. Very interesting Dragoons. All the Dragoons coming in from BNGO are completely falling. A lot of blue bloods happening all over on this little ramp over here. And Dewiski has been able to provide a victory here. Nice D rank. GG. BNGO has GG'd out, and BNGO has left the game here. I'm not quite sure if that was shit talking or whatever, but interesting enough, and that was pretty interesting. So now we've seen Dewiski get a win on that, so maybe we're going to see Guygun versus Dewiski, what have you. I really don't know. I haven't looked that far in the series, but there are 5 replays, and those 5 replays are going to be fun, and fun, and fun, and fun, or they're a non-spoiler. I don't really know how this works out, but what we saw here is that BNGO, we just saw Dewiski pretty much outmaneuver BNGO here. They thought he was going ranged upgrades and just wasn't able to figure it out. And that's, you know, something when you have lack of scouting, so maybe getting the probe in there for a bit longer. I don't know. Possibly done some of his own Reaver harass. I don't know. It's a little hard. It's just a well thought out plan coming out of Dewiski and just knew how to do that well. And being at a caster standpoint, this is one of the few times I've seen this build coming out of a Protoss in PvP. So I don't have the knowledge right now to go over it, but I think you just want to know, you know, getting out see how many Dragoons he has at the front door. That's another thing that they can't really get rid of, because keep in mind that's going to be 200 gas through the Robo plus Robo support bay, how much however the Robo support bay is. That means the Dragoon numbers are going to be lower at that point. So get a drone, get a probe, get a probe, get a Dragoon up that ramp, see how many Dragoons there are, and then figure that out. That would be a way to tell that. That's how you could actually figure that out. Figure that out, know the timings of that. You probably had around 7 Dragoons by the time he had 4. That should be an indicator that he's going some kind of tech build, either i.e. Reaver drop, i.e. DTs, fast DTs. You see a lot of fast DTs too, which is surprising that you never got off cannons. Cannons could have looked, you know, maybe it helped a little bit, just stall for time. Maybe get Dragoons in the back, maybe not being so aggressive when you're going off of 2 base. And that's the other interesting thing. I don't quite understand BNGO why you'd go for where you take an expand, but you're being aggressive. I know, like, you do aggressive behind expands, but you really weren't doing damage per se. I mean, I don't know. That might have been. I feel like I'm contradicting myself here. When you should be, when you do aggression, you should be taking an expand here. But I just think it was like surreal what Dewiski was doing. It wasn't normal. It should have been indicating that there's something fishy going on. Something that maybe I should be defending my base, putting down cannons, putting down defensive Dragoons. You couldn't, not to say you shouldn't do aggression, not trying to put up a contain, but keep in mind that you want to do, play, you know, not too aggressive. And that's what I think you might have been doing. But regardless, fun game nevertheless, and we'll be going on to the third game of this, Group G of the round of 32 between the D-Ranks individual tournament. So thanks guys for watching and have a great day. This was Awesome Brood War Cast, and Fitz is signing out. Have a nice day, guys. Peace.